There was this person at work that exposed my spiritual weakness. Like, I just kind of just like, I had this conversation with this person, right? And we had a conversation that led like into religion. And she was telling me how religious she is, like how strong of a believer she is, how she is very connected with God. And yeah, she would just like headstrong about her religion. And it's like we share the same belief. She believes in God, I believe in God too. uh I've been to church all my life, but one thing I noticed, like, I've been to church all my life. Her, it was kind of a off and on thing. I'm talking about like from adolescent, like from being a kid, like a little kid. Like I was forced to go to church every time like church was brought up, and then over the years, church became less and less and less of a thing. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of how it goes for a lot of people. That's how it went for me too. Like your parents, they force you to go in the beginning, and then over time you get older, they just kind of slowly like weed you off of it. But time to time they'll still force you to go when you don't want to go. And yeah, for her it was kind of like something else. It was more that she would go whenever she went to her grandparents' house. And yeah, the strong belief came from her grandma. It came from her grandma. It did not come from her parents. Her parents were they were just like they were just like halfway believers kind of thing. Like they believed, but they wasn't serious about it type of thing. And it just it would like the reason why I'm bringing this up, bro. The reason why I'm saying that my spirituality is like so weak is because I noticed that like my spiritual connection to God versus her spiritual connection to God, it's completely different, bro. It's like it's completely on a different level. Like she is way more in tune. Well, that's what it seems from what she was telling me. Like she just way more in tune. Her connection is way more stronger, and she just more like in there spiritually. Like she's more aligned with it than I have ever been. And like there is times in my life, there was a phase in my life where I've tried to get connected, where I tried to, align myself in that spiritual way. But I don't know if you see one of my other videos, but it kind of was just like, it felt like I was just forcing it. Like it wasn't really me being me. It wasn't a genuine connection. It's kind of like I was just trying to take on a form. I was kind of like doing something because I thought I had to. Like I just became a Christian. I just kind of locked in with becoming a Christian just because I had to. That just because it was like the thing to do. But it was just something now. It was just like, oh, this is an awakening. Like this is something I genuinely want to be a part of. It was never that. And yeah, I just noticed how for her it was completely different. Something that she genuinely like connected with. And I believe that like what made the connection like so different from me, like what made the connection so real for her, is because it wasn't something that was just forced onto her. She wasn't forced to go to church every single week, every single Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. And I had to go on Saturdays because, I'm 7 day Adventist. That's where I grew up as a 7 day Adventist. I say not that's me right now, but I'm just saying that's what I grew up as. And it wasn't like she was forced to do something, go a place where she did not want to go, and she wasn't forced to be around a bunch of people that she didn't want to be around. Because one thing I realized when I was going to church and everything, bro, was that the people at the church are in no way, shape, or form better than the people that don't go to church, bro. There's stories. There's stories of every week churchgoers, like people that went to church every single week, and they did the most heinous, the craziest type of crimes, bro. I'm talking about all the way to CP, bro. Like it got like that disgusting, bro. Like it's like when you're forced to go somewhere and then you see things like that, it kind of just gives you a good reason on why you don't want to go, on why you don't want to connect, why you don't want to be there. Why it just gives you a reason to disconnect. It gives you too good of a reason to disconnect from religion, bro. And it just like it just like I've realized that like, bro, what if I wasn't forced to go to church all the time? What if that was something that like, that was just an idea implanted in my head. Like it was a seed that was planted in my head instead of I don't know, something that was just forced. Maybe I would have found the connection with God so much more easier. Maybe I would have found my spirituality so much more easier to, you know, align myself with. But damn, I am losing bad, bro. I feel like I really could win this. Like I really could win this, bro. Well, if he touches me, bro, it's the Grinch. I'm done for. I'm done, Joe. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was over, bro. All I had to do was I don't know what I could have did to get that last 981. I don't know what I could have did. But where was I, bro? Yeah, looking back at it, I feel like I could have had a way deeper connection with my spirituality. I could have had a way deeper connection with God if it was something that wasn't forced onto me. Because that's something I noticed with her. It is her belief is so strong to the point where she doesn't feel the need to have to, force it onto others. She never had to be forced. It never had to be forced onto her. It's just something that just comes natural, and it's just a part of her. And she is not afraid to let the world know that this is my belief. This is who I am. This is me. She's not afraid to let the world know that. And she even showed me her cross that she had on. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. It really did. It really did, inspire me to kind of just put this cross on. And it's like I'm not putting this cross on as like a a fashion statement kind of thing. It's not like, oh, everybody wears a cross, so I'm gonna put on a cross. Because back then that's kind of the reason why I wanted to have a cross on my neck, because people just wore crosses on their neck, so I just thought it looked cool. But no, and I didn't wear this cross because I just felt it didn't match with my chain right here. Because I always wear this chain, but I don't got a gold chain, and the gold chain that I do have is way too big and everything. And this is gold and silver on the cross, so I felt like it didn't match with this. But I don't know, because of what she said, it kind of just like, it kind of made me like think like, bro, why does it matter? I the reason why I'm wearing this cross is not because of a fashion statement. It's because I want to be able to walk around proudly, letting this, having that out there that I am a believer. You know, I have the Lord as my savior. I believe the Lord to be my, I accept the Lord as my savior. I accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior. That's what I really want. Like, I just want that out there. I just want it to be known, not for just, everybody to see, but, mostly for just myself. Because what I really want is to find a genuine connection with God. I don't want the connection to be something that is just forced, something that we're just like, you're just born into it. So it's like all you know kind of thing. I don't want it to be something that it's just like all I know. This is all I know. So, I just rep this. No. I want it to be something that's genuine, that's real, that's a genuine connection. And I want to be able to really tap into myself spiritually, because I've been feeling this feeling many times where it's like my soul wants to have a spiritual connection, and it will be awakened all like every time but it's like I'm not connecting with anything. Like I'll have this want to connect, but nothing's connecting. Nothing, like it'll be up in the air. My spirituality, it'll just be my awareness and everything. It'll just be up in the air. I have this realization of just everything, my life, this and that, things I want to do, things I don't want to do. It just like, and then it just like I see people for what they are, and I see people for what they aren't. And it's just like I'm seeing everything and I'm feeling everything. But then it's like the connection is never complete. It's like it never has it, like the output is not having an input type of thing, bro. And it just like it leaves me feeling lost, because it becomes like a cycle. Dang, I am losing bad. Yeah, it becomes a cycle, bro. It just becomes a cycle that's on repeat over and over and over and over again, bro. And then I kind of just get trapped in this thing where it's just like I'm I feel like I'm just aware, but at the same time, like it's like I'm unconsciously aware, or I don't know what the best word to say is. Like kind of like a sleep paralysis, where it's just like I'm awake, but I just can't move. Like I'm stuck, and it's like yeah, and I feel like it's really just because I have not had that genuine connection, and it's like I don't know how to get this genuine connection. I find it so hard, because it's just so hard to just disconnect from who I was in the past. And who I was in the past was a person that just kind of just like was, you know, I just did whatever, I wouldn't say did whatever people told me to do, but I kind of just took on the identity of what others would like me to be. Like I just took on different identities to please other people, because subconsciously I didn't feel like I was enough for myself. Subconsciously, yeah, I did not feel like I was enough for myself, so I would just take on these different identities all the time. I'll take on these different beliefs all the time, believing in this, believing that, believing in that. When I don't actually believe it, I just feel like I have to believe it. So I feel like that's where the genuine connection with God and my spirituality all just like stem from, bro. Like it's just so hard to connect because I never actually had a real genuine connection. So I don't know what to go off of. I don't know how to just, feel it, bro. And if I did feel it, what would that feeling be? Because it's like when you have a genuine connection, it is like when you have a genuine connection with somebody, there's nothing that's gonna like change. Like no matter what this person does, no matter what this person does, it could be the craziest shit this person does. You're always gonna have love for this person. There's always gonna be something in your heart that finds, you know, a way to look at the person the same way you did before. No matter what. Somebody can say this about this person, somebody can say that about this person. Before you believe this thing that is being said about this person, you need evidence, you need proof. You want to actually talk to the person. You're not just going to believe what somebody says. You know, you could take it with a grain of salt, but that's about it. Like, with Corey Kenshin. When people were trying to cancel Corey Kenshin, people didn't just hear that and be like, oh yeah, Corey's canceled. No, in less than 24 hours, the rumors were, all proven to be false. Just like that. Nobody believed what the person was saying. They all took what she said with a grain of salt and they did their research. And it's like, I feel like that's a genuine connection you can have with somebody, bro. It just like, with God, it's like, it just, no matter what anybody says about your God, bro, you always know that your God is true. You know that your God is right. You know that your God is the one, and whatever this person is saying, they're just uneducated or they're just lost. And you take what they say with a grain of salt, but you go and do your research to keep that connection strong. Are you like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, it just, yeah. But it's like when your connection is not genuine, when it's not real, when it's not all of that, it's like when somebody says something that sounds kind of convincing. My bad. I had to pause for a second. But where was I? When when um when somebody says something that's low key kind of convincing that makes some kind of sense, you kind of fall into their belief. You fall into their ideology. And it's like when it's like that, bro, that's not a genuine connection. Like think about Sneeko, right? Sneeko, he's a dude that like has so many different identities. He has so many different beliefs. Like he'll go from here to there, from here to there, just like that. You just gotta say something that makes a little bit of sense to him, and he'll slowly drift to that, you know? And it just shows that like the ideologies and beliefs that he has are kind of just, surface level. They're not genuine connection. He don't actually believe in the things that, he is following or preaching or saying. So, yeah, she made me realize that, bro. She made me realize that. And I just want to wear this because I want to start to just, you know, find that connection. I want to connect. I want the genuine connection. And I'm not going to just be looking for it, like searching for it. Because that's what I tried to do for so long. And that's why I got lost in the sauce. That's why I got lost. Because I just went on this whole quest to, find God and The whole time I didn't have to find him because he's here. He's right there. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. I just gotta let him find me. I just have to have my heart opened so he can find me. I gotta shine my light so he can see where I'm at. Because I just been in this darkness for so long, man. And I'm really glad I had that conversation, bro. That's one thing about, having conversations and meeting people, bro. It's just like they help you realize things. And thanks to her, bro, I realized that. That's why I'm wearing this, and it's like I'm wearing it with a different meaning to it, bro. Like I put this on and it don't feel like I'm just wearing nothing. It don't feel like it's just like, a material thing, even though it is. But there's meaning behind it. It actually gives me like this, like I put meaning into it myself. And the meaning that I put into it is like a statement. So when I walk around, I feel just a little bit more powerful. Like I just feel a little bit more powerful. And I feel like that's part of the genuine connection that is growing. I really do feel like that. I feel like with due time, bro, that connection is going to become so strong. And it just makes sense if you think about it, because it's like, it's not just this I'm feeling it with, bro. I'm feeling the genuine connection even with this whole YouTube thing that I'm doing right now, bro. Like YouTube, like it always was something I was searching for, but now it's feeling like something that is, you know, I'm being genuine on. Like I'm being me for real. Like this is me for real. This is really me, bro. This is really who I am, and you get to know a part of me. I'm not gonna get like super personal and start telling you my dick size and everything, but it's like, it's personal enough. It's personal enough. It's personal enough to where you get to know who I am as a person, and I really do get to know who you guys are as people too, because y'all talk to me in the comments. Y'all talk to me in the comments, and I really do appreciate when y'all do that, bro. I really do. But yeah, I think that's really all I really got to say about this. Like, that's all that's coming out my heart right now. So yeah, we're gonna get this dub, and then we're gonna end this right here, bro. We're gonna mess this dude up, bro. Yeah, we ain't getting you no victory. No victory for you. He's really trying to. There we go. That's the W for the day. Yeah, man. Y'all made it this far, so you might as well leave a like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I appreciate you for making it this far to the video. I really do. I'm glad you're on this journey. We're on our way to the top. We're gonna hit like 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers before, I don't know yet. I don't even know yet. But we're gonna hit above 1,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're on the road to 10,000 trophies. Let's get it.